Are you ready for the biggest MacBook Pro upgrade in a decade? Well, you might want to take a deep breath and sit down, because I have some news that is going to sting. If you've been saving your hard-earned cash for that shiny new OLED MacBook Pro, you are going to be waiting a lot longer than we initially thought. We aren't just talking about a delay of a few weeks or months here. We are talking about a massive, quiet nudge by Apple that pushes this dream machine all the way into 2027. It sounds like a total nightmare for tech enthusiasts, right? But the reason behind this delay is actually wild, and it's something affecting the entire planet. It's all because of the massive AI gold rush. Right now, tech giants are fighting over memory chips like their lives depend on it. These high-end AI servers are sucking up every single high-performance memory chip on the planet. Because the upcoming MacBook Pros are expected to be absolute beasts, configurable with up to 128 gigs of RAM, they are falling victim to this global shortage. Apple is basically being forced to wait, because the suppliers are giving all the goods to the AI companies who are willing to pay top dollar. It is frustrating, but it is the reality of the world we live in today. So, what exactly are we waiting for that makes this delay so painful? You have to understand that this isn't just a basic spec bump, or a slightly faster processor. This is shaping up to be the first total redesign of the MacBook Pro since the Apple Silicon transition back in 2021. We are talking about a much thinner chassis that looks like it's pulled straight from a sci-fi movie. We are hearing consistent rumors about the dynamic island finally making its way from the iPhone over to the Mac. And the biggest shocker of all: a touchscreen. Yes, you heard that right. After a decade of Apple telling us that touchscreens on laptops were ergonomically terrible and a bad idea, they are finally giving in. They want to capture that massive Windows market share, and they know a touch interface is the way to do it. They want every PC user to look at a Mac and feel right at home. But let's be honest, the real star of the show and the main reason for the hype is the OLED display. If you have seen the latest M4 iPad Pro, you already know how incredible that screen technology is. The blacks are perfectly deep, because the pixels actually turn off. The colors pop with a vibrancy that mini LED just can't match. The contrast is unlike anything else in the laptop world. Bringing that Tandem OLED technology to the MacBook Pro will change the game forever for photographers, professional video editors, and even regular people who just want to watch their favorite movies in the best possible quality. However, moving to OLED isn't easy. It requires a complete internal redesign, because OLED panels are much thinner than the current mini LED ones. This is why Apple is taking the opportunity to make the entire laptop thinner and lighter. Now, I know what you're thinking. Thinner? Didn't we try this before and it failed? We all remember the 2016 era of MacBooks that was so thin they overheated and had no ports. It was the era of dongle hell. But things are different now. Apple Silicon is incredibly efficient. It doesn't need massive fans and thick bodies to stay cool like the old Intel chips did. Apple can afford to go thin again, without sacrificing the performance we love. They are obsessed with making their Pro products as portable as possible, and the efficiency of the upcoming M6 Pro and M6 Max chips will allow them to do just that. These chips are expected to be absolute monsters in terms of power per watt. The delay to early 2027 actually gives Apple a bit of a silver lining opportunity. It gives them more time to get this transition right. Apple doesn't like to rush things only to have them fail. They are using this extra time to perfect a dual-stack OLED structure. This ensures the screens are incredibly bright, and, more importantly, don't suffer from the burn-in issues that plague cheaper OLED screens. They are also reportedly working on a version of macOS that feels natural with touch. They don't want it to feel like a clunky afterthought where you're just poking at small icons. They want it to feel like the OS was built for your fingers from the ground up. If you are currently looking at your laptop, and wondering if you should upgrade now or wait, here is the deal. The M5 models T launched recently are fantastic machines. If your current computer is broken or incredibly slow, don't feel bad about buying what is available now. The current mini LED screens are still among the best in the world. But if you are someone who holds onto their devices for 5, 6, or even 7 years, then waiting is the move. The jump from the current design to the 2027 OLED model is going to be one of those rare generational leaps. It's going to make the current MacBooks look like they are from a different decade. My honest opinion. This 2027 MacBook Pro is going to be the GOAT, the greatest of all time, of laptops. Apple is taking their time because they want to kill the competition once and for all. They are combining the best display technology, the most efficient chips, and a new touch interface into one premium package. It's a bold move that marks the end of the traditional laptop era for Apple. If you have a Mac that is working fine right now, my best advice is to hold onto it. Be patient. Do not get distracted by minor yearly updates. The wait for the OLED transition is going to be long, and the memory shortage might even drive the prices up, but for a machine this revolutionary, it is 100% worth it. Start a MacBook fund today, because by the time 2027 rolls around, you're going to want to be first in line for this masterpiece. It's not just a computer, it's the future of productivity. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your tech-obsessed friends, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a major Apple update.